Okay, are we live? Are we live? I do not know. Chat, are we live? Okay, I think we are live. There we go. Hey guys, welcome. I think we just jumped straight through the courtyard. Yes. Okay. Yeah, there we go. What are the options? Okay. Hello? Let me make... Okay. Okay. Hello. We live is... Okay. Sweet. Yep, everything is working. Alright, cool. I think we just go straight in. Alright, so... no, I wanted to do... Is it F2? Yeah. So, last time... Let's see. Yeah, okay, so we're just meeting up in the courtyard. Okay, cool. So, eavesdropping, I would never. Simply happened to overhear your conversation is all. In other words, she was eavesdropping. Yep. If we could take a step back. Was that the Minecraft burp sound? Don't sound like that. If we could take a step back, what was this about?
Correct.
Hall? It's inside the building over there. Yep. Is there a kitchen too?
Man.
You got anything locale? I'm starving.
Pay attention!
Be patient while your introductions are still underway. Okay, but you have to speed run them.
Oh, man!
Gaming references from someone else? This universe has been thrown out of balance. Well, with Grace Mason, we have the mighty prestigious Wolfgang here.
Hello.
Right. Yep. Yes, that's
Hey,
correct.
hey!
Lawyer man?
Yep.
There. Zag or Wolfie? Do you like Wolfie more?
I must decline.
Stay with what you already have. Yep.
Hi!
Lawyer, wow, it's so nice to meet you. Next we have... She turned and squinted at me. His name seems to be escaping me. Hey, what's up, FC? Hi.
I'm not too familiar.
No one knows my name.
Broski!
It's Mark, right? No, it's not Mark. That's Mark.
Oi!
Damon.
A debater?
Ooh!
What's
Hey.
up? How you doing?
Think it sounds so fly here.
Who else is left?
Hiya! See?
Eva. Yeah.
Oof. Just like my video games.
Just like the spy.
Mhm.
Now, would you look at that?
Definitely elegant, isn't it? But let's not get off topic. What's your talent? Do we know her talent yet? Did she say? I don't think she did.
That's...
Yeah. Well, if I just went to the next line, I would know. Oh, okay. Sweet. Okay, well, we'll see. What's up with that? I told you mine. It's only fair you tell yours. Ultimate liar. Interesting. Yeah, I think this is gonna be 3 parts instead of 2. I think. Ultimate liar. That's so funny. So, like, what's your actual talent?
Deal with it.
That's it. What?
Good to know.
Didn't know lying was something you could be the best at. You learn something new every day.
Are you for real?
You actually believe her? How is someone supposed to make a career out of flying?
Now.
Actually, it's pretty easy. I'm pretty sure. Easy, get a job in marketing. Yep.
It's the truth.
Boom. Right there. It's just what I am.
How can that be?
Is that supposed to be your explanation?
But
But that's... I mean, if you're the best at lying, how are we supposed to believe anything you say? It all turned into a... That's when it happened. Not a ding-dong. Bing-bong.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, shoot. What's that?
Can everyone hear me?
Oh, is this the... This is the goat dude, right?
Yes? Great! Good morning, my amicable student friends. First off, allow me to apologize. I realize the ride here was a bumpy one, especially for ultimates such as yourselves. But expect things to be different within these halls.
Interesting.
Yes, it is my pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to Eden's Garden Academy.
He said the thing. He said the thing.
May this be the beginning of a wondrous journey.
Doubt it.
Right, Eden's Garden.
no.
It can't be.
You think?
No kidding, this place looks nothing like a school.
Stop talking so loud.
She's so real for that. Sure, you're on the edge of your seats waiting for a proper orientation, but there's one more thing to do before we can meet face to face. It won't take very long. All I ask is you to enter the building across from me. From there, we can begin preparations for a formal introduction. Until then, farewell.
I must take note of this.
That was certainly interesting.
Quack.
Couldn't agree more.
Somebody
Whack.
explain.
Do you think he's the person that brought us
You
here?
following?
Yo, what if he set up the sleeping gas on the train? Probably. That makes sense.
Bit complicated.
Hey, Moral. What's up? In that travel bag, how do you reckon he snuck it on?
Guys.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're not going to skip the part he said about the building, are we? He wants us to go inside. What do you think, should we? I think we have to. Die. You think
Hold
we'll
on.
be harmed? Probably. If our captors wanted to kill us, we'd already be dead. But yeah, true. True. Reactions, I guess? I don't know. I'm not a psychopath.
How should I put it?
If it calls for it, what if we walk in together as one big group? Makes sense. When you know someone is looking out for you, things can be a lot less scary. You just got a point. The only way we can progress is if we face the problem head on.
Soybean.
Easier said than done, soybean. I suppose that makes sense, but isn't it too naive? There's nothing wrong with a bit of optimism from time to time. Let's just try it, okay? Alright. Gather around the entrance. Eventually, I mustered with enough willpower to push the doors open. What is it? Is this the thing I know? I know one thing. It is. Dead body reported. In front of me lay the battered body of a young woman.
What?
Is that girl dead? Was there a dead body? What happened?
There's no way.
Is this another student?
Holy!
What the shit? Dining hall people. You were in this building before. Tell us what's going on.
Dude!
Yeah, why didn't you mention this?
The
other
hell?
thing? Yeah, we never saw her. That was the door that was locked, right?
Really?
No. Okay. So floor below us, that's where I woke up.
Very funny.
You missed a whole ass person. Yeah. Okay.
Hell no!
We saw you must have seen her come lunges in your head. Stop
Hold
asking me
on.
for an answer. I can go. Yep, there was never a body. Thank you, Wolfgang. Yep.
I wasn't expecting this.
Yep. Must have been. Well, I don't know for sure, but what happened to her does. That really looks
Oh
inflicted.
shit!
There's a killer. Remembers. Must be. Hearing anything, I was waiting outside. Desmond can back me up, right?
Shit.
She's right, there's no screens and no one left this building. So the killer's still inside.
Oi!
What's she doing?
What the? You? Strange.
It's not real.
Eh?
This girl.
Hmm.
She's just a dummy. Mmm.
How?
You're crazy!
Did she just say you were a liar? Why would she
It's the
believe you?
truth.
If you don't believe me, inspect it yourself. Yeah, they're not gonna do that. No one else is offering I can do it.
Are we ready?
Well, how does that sound to everyone?
Okay.
Yes, you can do it. Yeah, he can do it. I don't... The pirate casually approached the body and knelt beside it. Just like you do.
I'll be damned.
She's right. It is a dummy. Interesting.
For real?
Say what?
How did you know it was a fake?
You see?
Intuition. Also, a corpse would smell. This doesn't smell. Sure.
Dude, no!
As if could you be any more suspect?
That ain't it.
Not just that. There's something under the dummy.
Huh?
A tablet. Sure. So there's no blood on it, as far as I can tell. There's no
Ah.
blood. Is it? Oh, is that gonna be a clue? Like,
For real?
what's in the tablet? Let me turn it on. Press the button and walked over. It's loading something. The loading symbol vanished. In its place was a photo of the girl. The ultimate teaches. What a boring ultimate. Kara. Post. First loading. Just after that, the image. The victim is Kara, the ultimate teacher's aide. She was stabbed in the torso 28 times. The victim also suffered chemical burns to the head. The most notable burns are to her eyes and scalp. Yee. Cause of death is blood loss. Time of death is unknown. It reads like a body report. That would make sense, because it is. First, a dead body that's revealed to be a dummy. Now a body report. What the hell is going on? Geez, took you long enough to find that tablet. Long, long ago, a heinous murder was committed, and the victim so happened to be an ultimate, much like yourselves. What? Before you is a perfect reconstruction of the crime scene, as well as an effigy of the victim with the appropriate injuries. It was quite emotionally draining to craft that dummy. It served as a strong reminder of what was lost. She was such a nice girl, so much potential, lots of violence. What is this man playing at? Anyway, it is your responsibility to figure out the details of her death, the surrounding area of the murder weapon, how she reacted in her final moments, etc. Oh, and don't worry about finding the murderer's identity. He's already right in front of you. See that gray man on the tablet screen? Yep, that's your guy. Please investigate the crime scene and gather as many clues as you can. And after a certain period of time, you'll be asked to present your findings to me. Believe me, it's in your best interest to put your full effort into this. Have fun, everyone.
Not okay!
Investigation.
Back off.
I don't want any part of this. Stop telling me what to do. Got the large chunk of rock from the floor and ran over to the speaker, screaming in them. Oh, she's... Yep.
Brutal!
No, I was at the watch. trying to destroy private property, that's Zap.
Fuck you! Holy!
Is he for real? Is this school really trying to make us solve
Don't
an old
say
murder?
that.
Hold on, you guys. You can't just believe everything that strange man claims. Why would Eden's Garden meet any academy, for that matter, do something like this? Even if we tried, the Ultimate Talent Program would have stopped them. I wouldn't underestimate the school board executives. Money can get into people's head and make them take risks they shouldn't. This academy said it was unique. Maybe this is their version of an entrance exam.
What a
True.
joke.
They're so obsessed with being different from the competition, they've forgotten what people want. Or like they've forgotten how
What
to
did you
sing.
say?
Think
They'd be
about
okay,
it this
probably.
way.
Seems pretty counterintuitive. Everyone would want to quit their enrollment after this. And sue.
I'm
yeah,
talking.
if this is the work of a separate group, why are they using the academy's name? It's a way to hide their own, maybe? They might have even kidnapped us because we're attending Eden's Garden Academy.
So...
Makes sense. Explain. Well, what if they knew we all had to board a train? It would explain why we passed out. They boarded the train before us and planted the bag with the gas.
There's gotta be something.
Because this happened on the train to the academy, they could claim they are the academy.
If I may ask.
They. Isn't the speaker man?
That's not it.
Yeah, it wasn't just him. Yeah. Using a train, bring 16 people to another location. That takes a team to do. Yep. Why us? Why have we been brought into this? Is it because we're ultimates? Probably. It's not like anyone's specialty is detective work. It just doesn't add up. I think I will let the rest of you handle this. I doubt I'm needed in this grotesque situation. I'll just be on my way. Yeah, that's okay. Actually, can I come with? I feel super bad leaving you alone. So,
Sure.
sure.
You can do it.
Good luck solving the mystery, everyone. I know you can do it. Okay.
Oh.
Don't get close!
I'm going to let them screw this. Huh.
I don't know.
I don't know about this. It's not all man.
Stay calm.
Investigate. We won't know if we continue standing around like this. For all we know, for now, all we can do is take the risk and do as he says. He's right. I need to risk myself and follow the directions I've been given. As of now, it's my only way to learn more information about my current situation. So, right. I can only hope that this ordeal will be over soon. Investigation starts. Okay. Do we go? Before I do anything else, I should get back over that tablet. The victim is I'm not gonna pronounce the last name. The ultimate teacher's aide. She was stabbed in the torso 28 times. The victim also suffered chemical burns to the head. Most notable burns are to her eyes and scalp. Cause of death is blood loss. Time of death is unknown. There's a lot going on here. Chemical burns in addition to 28 stab wounds. Jesus said I don't want to believe anything the speaker guys if the murders of this really happened. Damn, the killer is totally sick in the head. Tablet has been added to the truth bullets. New trinket. So, okay, cool. So let's see. Do we need to talk? Let's look at the body. The credit what's written on the tablet seems accurate, but I should inspect the body just in case. Damn it, it's just a doll. Damn it. Stop hesitating. Okay. The doll was slumped against the door, her torso soaked in blood. Parts of her shirt had been ripped open, exposing bits of bloody, indescribable pulp. I quickly took a step back, trying to control my brain to avoid the unknown. It's just the doll, there's no reason to be afraid of a doll. Okay, let's take a look at the knife. That must be your murder weapon here. Bloody knife laid next to the victim. It's safe to say that this must be the murder weapon. Yep. Let's also look at the gun. The initial sight of the doll shook me as much as I completely overlooked this rifle. Looking it out, I realized something. If the victim was stabbed, why was there a rifle near her body? Can you step back?
No.
No, I'm trying to...
Hey.
You're messing with the crime scene. Ignore me. He released the magazine.
Eh?
Eh?
I see.
That's interesting. It hasn't even been used. Definitely a dangerous thing to have around. I'll put it down and guard it so nobody gets any smart ideas. Better than him holding it. Yep. Damn, a loaded gun. What was going on in the killer's head? Why bring a gun to the crime scene and not even use it? Unless that gun was purely for intimidation. It's not very logical, but it'd be a choice of game to play with the victim. Yeah, let's see. Stab repeatedly. Yep. However, her cause of death, do you think would be claimed to be blood loss? So, yeah, they weren't deep. Okay. She died from blood loss. What does that say about the killer? Probably could have killed her quick if they wanted. Why did they want her to suffer? Damn, this is messed up. Hands. Oh. Her hands were surprisingly clean, all things considered. There were no other marks or injuries apart from her nails. They looked like there was dried blood underneath them. Why was there blood on her? Seems to be every evidence. She's open inside the closet now. Okay, let's go in the closet and see. It's the last missing link to do, but I have to gather as much evidence as possible. Sure. Okay, what can we investigate here? Can investigate the bucket. Let's investigate the bucket. It's a bucket, pretty typical thing to find inside of a janitor's closet, but why is it randomly lying here? There's nothing inside except what is this smell? It smells like bleach. Interesting. Looks like we could also investigate the clock. Let's do that. There's a clock above the door, doesn't seem like it works. Interesting. The shelf. Assortment towels. Nope. Nothing under the towel. Okay. Okay, let's talk to Cassidy.
Check it out!
Hey, check out what's behind this door.
Right.
It's a ladder. Doesn't seem like there's anything. Why was it?
Dude, not cool.
Huh?
Disappointed in
So
you.
hackney!
You call that thing a ladder? It's also obviously.
Seriously?
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
Pardon me.
To agree with Miss Amber. Everyone knows. Listen, basically. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. That's certainly what the victim wants. Sure. Guy just my references. It's no fun to me. Okay. Back up. Let's go to the back. Okay. What else can we? Do we need to talk to them? Might be more clues. Okay. I have fun with that. Okay. Wolfgang. You got any info for me?
It's for the best.
We must make every. Yep. Not for the sake of. Yep. Yep. Was what? That was what. Yep. Looks like that. Okay. Okay, can we go to the back of the closet now? Okay. Can we just talk to people? Okay, well, let's talk to people. Desmond.
Gotta stay one step ahead.
Checked all the containers on the shelf. They're all full with the exception of one, a bottle of bleach.
Huh?
Bleach. There was a bucket.
Makes sense.
That's probably not a coincidence, given this thing is supposed to emulate a real crime scene. Okay. How much effort was put into this? Can't think of it. Yep. Okay. Ingrid, what do you have for me?
Golly!
The shells are really intriguing. Take a look. Some of the cleaning runs go back first.
Eh?
90s and 80s. Because I use them. Why would you?
How should I put it?
Well, chemicals do the job better since there were fewer regulations about what's poisonous and all that. Just don't ask where I got them. I don't want to look it's real. I'm sure they cared about her black packet cleaning supplies. Yeah. Okay, Leslie, Nona. That's a security camera. It's brand new. Yep. Can't get it off the other desk. So similar ones installed, except these cameras are even more.
Sheesh.
Typical school spending more on security than educating their students. Yep. That's assuming that's even what the academy's doing. Yep. Okay. What all can we investigate? Okay, we can investigate the camera. So there's surveillance camera. Yep. Okay, is that it? Like, you investigate the crime scene so well, it's enough to bring it to your jokes aside. Please meet by the elevator for the class trial. You should find it somewhere around the tree of ignorance. Okay, so the big tree thing. See, class trial. So like,
Let's see.
If we're done with this, we should go outside and talk to the others. Yep, definitely should. What's up? Who's all in chat? Anyone else in chat? Yeah.
Come off the grass.
What was the class trial? This is
Duh.
as good as mine. Obviously, we're going to court. Yeah,
What?
it's going to put us on trial.
Listen to me.
Maybe that's where we'll talk about the clues.
Just saying.
It makes sense for our current situation. Investigation clues, files. Well, it's
Well
good
put.
stuff to use for. Yep, good point. Yep. Obviously, we're missing key suspects and witnesses, but they don't seem to be relevant to this case.
Wait a
anyways.
minute.
You mentioned that this elevator was nearby the tree of ignorance, right? Yep, the room
Focus.
with the tree. Yep. That's what I think. So
Just follow me.
Okay.
okay. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, Queen Tante. Andrew remains so stuck at a time.
It's simple.
It's not like we're investigating some high-stakes murder. It's just a dummy. That's it. Yes, I completely concur. She's obviously faking it without even looking at her face. You can tell she's sweating bullets. Okay. She's so tiny. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. When I arrive at that tree, that's all I need.
Check it out.
Big tree. Yeah.
Oi, you.
Alright, check. Why are you
Come off
asking
the
her?
grass.
Come off the grass. She's clearly faking her talent.
Am I hearing you right?
And that makes her one of the bad guys who would want to fake their identity besides someone with a secret. But I bet she's the one who brought that gas bomb on.
Really?
She didn't think to bring a mask to avoid passing out or whatever.
If no one else is gonna say it,
Protect. You know,
Harumph.
the one's got plenty of holes in it. I'd suffocate otherwise.
I've got something to say.
You know, the light chick's totally sus. Okay. I don't think she's that sus. She kinda is sus, but not that sus. That's not normal.
Deal with it.
I told you it was my intuition.
Ugh.
Intuition.
Hold your horses.
It's not unbelievable. My gut told me we should inspect the doll. Now look at us. We're on a mission to solve her murder.
Any clue?
Now where's this elevator supposed to be again? Right. It's just the tree. I mean, there's a hole there. Maybe we're being played with holes. Announcement? Well, this is out of place, so I'm just gonna go straight to this. Yep.
What you doing?
Yeah, it's the statue too.
You
Yep.
alright?
I was looking at the statue. Yep.
Look,
Must just be-
But-
Sure.
I'm talking.
Wait.
What about?
Sounds easy.
Whatever.
Scooby-Doo. Jed is just Scooby-Doo.
Oi!
Nice.
Yep.
Leave it to me.
Soybean.
Back off Hercules. You ain't the one that found it. Okay. And then
fail.
Oh, darn. Click. Suddenly the ground Yep.
Golly!
Oh, shit!
What are we about? Bro's really. Ooh, animation. Okay, animation.
Yo!
I was right.
Whoa!
That actually worked. True knowledge, a symbol of sentience, intuition, and understanding, exists here only as a barren replica. The tree of ignorance emulates the world of nature, the wonder of nature, but does not achieve it. And justly so, for ignorance often aspires to be seen as wisdom.
Game over, man! Game over!
Okay, yeah, philosophy. Yep.
What about... Yep,
Alright,
if I may ask. Duh.
when I get home.
Elementary, my dear.
Yep. True. Yep. This is an elevator. Look at all this. Maybe I do this in just 2 parts. I've only been streaming for like 30 minutes. I'm already at the class trial. The investigation was shorter than I thought it would be. That's what we were. After all, random people thrown into this horrible place for what? Some twisted man's game? A fake crime scene, an investigation, a creepy statue, an elevator, and a tree. None of this was the work of your average kidnapper. This was something much bigger, and in no way could it be connected to Eden Garden's account. Probably could. Probably could. Oh yeah, one thing I kind of noticed is that they all have their own animal, you know? Ulysses kind of pointed that out. We have a snake tie. Grace has like rabbit ears. Wolfgang has like a sheep pin, I believe. Stood tall and when moving and stuff. The doors open. I noticed there's a few things. Yeah, Kai I think had a butterfly. Some pillars. Center room 16 podiums had been arranged into a circle. Were those for us? Welcome everyone. I hope you enjoyed the elevator ride, even if it was a bit quick. As you can see, this is the trial room. Each podium has a name on it. Find your designated podium and stand there until I give out further instructions.
However,
And if we don't comply, then I'll zap you, of course.
back off.
Yeah, so like, she's Bunny, that guy's a dragon, that guy's obviously a wolf.
Miss.
Sheep pin, I think that girl has a swan pin in her hair. Like there's a few smart ones in the pack. Come along now. We don't have all day. That is true. There's no avoiding it. We had to go somewhere places. Do I notice any other? Oh, he must be like a bird, some sort of bird. Ulysses. Discomfort where it didn't end. We've been kidnapped and forced to play as pawns in some inane game. No free will, no choice in our actions. She's like a raven pin or a crow or something. We had a hope for escape, a way to run from this twisted place. We had to solve this murder case. Yes, I would like to save. Yep. View trinket. Okay. So let's look over the trip. Well, we don't have a lot. We have a tablet, 29 assault rifle bucket, victim sense. Okay. Sweet. What's our difficulty? Yeah, we'll just go normal. Class trial in session. I'm excited for this.
Let's begin with a brief explanation of the class trial. The objective here is simple. Explain how the murder took place.
Explain how the murder took
Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue what you believe happened to the victim. Should you all agree on the right answer, you will be free to leave this place. Should you all agree on the wrong answer, well, you'll find out. That's all there is to it. Have fun, everybody.
Somebody, get me out of here.
If this is something we must discuss, I know a good place to start.
Get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here,
Chill,
get me out of here,
please.
get me out of here, get me out of here. Ah! Somebody get up!
Oh, shit! They fried her
Okay, wait, what? I can't tell it. I
Calm
think
down.
that's
It's only a shock. She won't suffer any permanent side effects. If I wanted to see the brain dead bigger, I'd just turn on the telly. On that note, please.
Okay. People running this thing aren't
As you were saying, Wolfgang?
Right. The way I see it, the objective of this
By the way, can I get like a seat with this thing? I'm
Brush
just
up
gonna
a
be
pad.
an onlooker.
I get what
It's only fair.
See.
You're seriously not going to contribute?
What am I even supposed to do?
Put your detective hat on, buddy. We're here to solve a mystery.
Yeah. Who murdered that dummy chick, right?
Not who murdered her, how they murdered her.
Did that tablet not explain it?
It listed her wounds, yes, but it didn't explain how they were inflicted.
Yeah.
Probably because it's so obvious.
But, Miss Amber, you didn't even read the tablet.
And I don't have to.
Would you look at that? A debate's already under.
Oh, okay. Grace, she's just. These guys are confused. I need to stop them before they arrive. Gosh, do you hear that? That's the sound of a non-stop debate approaching. Oh, during non-stop debate, your classmates will speak one after another without interruption. Students may see any, that contradict the truth. And it still says it's your job to determine which statements must be broken in order to progress this trial. For your MO, you have been armed with truth bullets you gathered during the investigation. Yep. Truth bullets that are relevant to the debate will be loaded into your truth cylinder. On the mouse, use the mouse to aim your reticle and press the right key to fire. You want to aim for the words highlighted in gold. Those are the weak spots. A lie or contradiction may be hiding within a weak spot. Carefully compare your classmates' statements to the evidence you have gathered, and use the correct truth bullet to destroy their relevant weak spot. If things are flying by too fast, use the space bar to concentrate. This will temporarily slow down time. Cool. Speaking of time, be sure not to run out of it. That's an automatic game over. Not that someone of your caliber would ever fail. Anyway, press F3. Yep, okay. F3 for controls. Okay. What is this gonna be? It must be about, like... What do we get? Assault rifle?
The mystery was never about who killed Kara, but how she died.
Is that true?
Yep.
Objection! It's obvious what the murder weapon was.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody.
And what could have spilt that blood besides that big scary gun? Ah, that's right.
What?
There was a gun. You hear that,
Oh,
Maya Man?
I missed it.
She agrees.
Can we skip it? Yep.
The mystery was never about
True. Objection! It's obvious what the murder. I didn't get a good look at the body. What could have spilt that blood besides that big
Scary gun! There we go.
No, that's wrong!
No, it's wrong.
Cassidy, can you stop butting in? You barely investigated the crime scene to begin with.
Whoa,
True.
what? I searched that place from top to bottom.
All right,
didn't.
then tell me, how is a fully loaded assault rifle used as the murder weapon?
True.
That's easy. It wasn't. Obviously, the shooter reloaded their gun to full capacity. Any smart shooter could tell you that. Right, Desmond?
Why are you bringing me into this?
Yeah.
Except,
marksman.
the victim suffered multiple stab wounds to the torso. If the gun was fired, not only should the body have had bullet wounds, but there would be shell casings from the fired bullets.
Yep.
Details. If the gun didn't do that, chicken, what was the actual murder weapon?
That's obvious. The knife.
I got it!
Simple.
The bloody knife. It's just so blatantly obvious. It was literally right next to the victim's body.
Cam's razor gotta ruin everything.
Interesting. Both
She's
the
funny, I
knife
like
and
that.
the rifle were present at the crime scene, but only the knife was used.
Kind of weird choosing the inferior weapon.
Nothing
Yeah.
beats the sting of a sharpened blade.
If the killer didn't use the rifle, why was it at the crime scene?
Maybe it came from inside the closet.
Don't see why you'd be storing a gun in a janitor's closet.
True.
Man, I don't know. What if it's not even related to the murder?
Of course it's related. It's covered in blood.
Right?
Oh no. Everyone's starting to yell.
Oh, hers is a chameleon? Ooh, that's suspicious, I think. Oh, non-stop debates. What's our truth bullets here? Tablet assault rifle.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yes.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice.
I bet that gun didn't even work.
No.
These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like your opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken, then the killer would have no reason to bring it with them. And yet, they did.
Watch it be for the aesthetic.
Oh.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim.
Yep, they opted for the odd choice. These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like your opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken, then the killer would have no reason.
I missed it again.
Watch it be for the aesthetic.
Okay.
To reiterate,
Both the rifle next to the victim. Yep, they opted for the odd choice. These days, it's all about aesthetics.
That's like your opinion.
If the gun was broken,
then the killer.
No, that's wrong!
I don't get it. Exactly.
Stop that thought right there. If we keep assuming the killer had the gun, we'll end up running in circles.
what? You think the killer was unarmed?
No, they were definitely armed.
With
the knife. The reason they didn't use a gun is probably because they never had it to begin with.
But then, who did?
Easy. The victim.
Whoa, the dummy had the gun?
Huh.
If it wasn't the killer, it has to be her. She must have brought it to the closet.
Right.
She was probably carrying it before the murder, but dropped it when the killer attacked her.
Oh, that's what they used. Oh, I know it. I get it.
I guess that makes some sense.
Complete sense.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Aren't you overlooking something?
Huh?
The victim was stabbed from the front, meaning she could have seen the killer coming, correct?
True.
If so, why didn't she shoot them?
A stealth attack! I bet the killer memorized her AI movements.
No.
That girl must have been killed before she had the chance to defend herself.
That's not technically true. There's evidence of a struggle between the victim and the killer.
Right. It was the victim's hands. Yeah.
This is it.
She must have attacked her.
We found dry blood under the victim's fingernails, which implies she was clawing at her attacker.
Yeah.
Of course, no explanation is definitive without photo proof of the killer, but I'm confident this is what happened.
Yep.
Why would you resort to scratching when you're carrying a gun?
Did something get in the way of her using it?
Wonder if that killer stole it from her.
She should have seen or heard him coming from the hallway at the very least.
Why do you think she was in the hallway?
That's where the fight happened, right?
I think you're getting ahead of yourself. How can we be sure the fight happened there?
Maybe the fight started in the hallway, and after it ended, her body was dragged into the closet.
If that happened, shouldn't there have been streaks of blood on the floor or in the hallway?
And why stuff happened?
Drag marks. Can't say I saw any.
It was merely a jest. No need to take it so seriously.
Yep.
Instead of dragging the victim, what if the killer carried her? I don't know why they would want to do that, but it would explain the lack of drag marks.
But then, wouldn't the killer have been covered in
blood? Aye. It should have gotten everywhere.
Right.
Those wounds were brutal. A few inches deep, I reckon. Carrying her would have done nothing to stop the blood flow.
Good.
Right.
She was obviously killed in the closet. That's where the blood was?
Yes, you're right. I'm so sorry for derailing the conversation.
Moving on. That fight. The victim had the gun, but she was overpowered?
If she wanted to, she could have just...
It doesn't make much sense, does it?
I think I know how this all ties in together. It must have been the bucket of bleach, because she had burn marks in her eyes. I would assume that's what it is. And I know I'm not okay, talk about agree points. During the last non-stop, you would have noticed that some phrases were blue, but you weren't expecting that, huh? No, I was not. Those phrases are called agree points. They are the counterpart to weak spots. As the name suggests, if an agree point aligns with the evidence you've gathered, you can use your truth bullets to prove it correct. Surely, simply aim your vertical at it, and as you would with a weak spot, and shoot. In pursuit of the truth, you must be prepared to collaborate with your classmates' testimonies when it would be wise to do so. It is for you to figure out. Good luck. This bucket, I'm assuming it's gonna be a bucket here.
That slimy killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hands.
By the sounds of it, those two did have a crazy tussle.
But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot?
I bet that girl didn't even...
Maybe she thought the killer was her friend? I know I wouldn't hurt a friend.
She wouldn't have carried the gun.
She tried clawing their eyes out.
I think so.
That slimy killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hands.
But she still carried a gun. So why...
I bet that girl... Appreciate the
That slimy killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hands.
By the sounds of it, those...
That's right. The killer lunged at her and pushed the gun out of her hands.
It sounds risky. What if she saw them and unloaded a bunch of bullets?
That slimy killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hands.
By the sounds of it,
those two
did have a crazy tussle.
But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot?
I bet that girl didn't even...
Maybe she thought the killer was her friend?
I know I wouldn't hurt
a friend.
She tried clawing their eyes out.
What is this?
That slimy killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hands.
By the sounds of it, those two did have a crazy tussle.
But she still carried...
I bet that didn't see them coming.
Maybe she thought the killer...
Out.
Oh, think it.
That slimy killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hands.
By the sounds of it, those two did have a...
She still...
I bet that girl didn't even see them coming.
Maybe she thought the killer was her friend?
Out.
How did I miss?
That slimy killer pulled a fast one out of her hands.
That's right.
This sounds risky.
That slimy killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hands.
That's right.
This sounds
That slimy killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hands.
The sounds of it, those two did have a crazy tussle.
But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot?
I bet that girl...
Is that it?
Got it.
There we go. Okay. Jeez, that took way too long.
John actually has a point. The victim probably couldn't see what was going on. According to the tablet, she suffered
Right,
chemical
the burn
burns
marks.
to the face and eyes. That sort
Yeah,
of
so what
injury
I
would have
said, I
effectively
just-
blinded her. Also, inside the janitor's closet, there was a large empty bottle of bleach. That's probably the chemical that caused the burns.
Blinded? With bleach? That's horrible.
All that pain, yet she still managed to fight back?
She sure put up a struggle. Without a gun, I guess the next best thing was her hands.
So the killer was definitely the one who blinded her.
Indeed. Knowing she had a gun, he blinded her to make her less dangerous. Then, when he pinned her against the door and stabbed her, she tried to retaliate.
Until eventually dying from her wounds.
Right.
Jeez, this is brutal. Couldn't they have toned down the violence?
The past is in the past, and we can't change that. All we can do is solve her untimely death, eh?
I mean, by the sounds of it, we've already figured it out, right?
No,
so. No,
not yet.
Seriously?
But we've already discussed so much!
We know she was armed. We know she was blinded. We figured out how she died. How is this not a closed case?
Please understand, I'm proud of everyone's hard work so far.
I was proud. Do I
Because
trust
of you,
this
we're
guy?
one step closer to bringing the victim justice.
This was never about the dummy.
Is this thing a crocodile?
However, we should think of this case like an equation. Knowing how it works is only half the struggle. Now we need to figure out why.
Oh.
As in the motive?
You're on the right track.
You speak like we have any information on the killer. The man's a stock image. He doesn't even have a name. What are we supposed to ascertain from that? That he's a non-character?
Not every answer will be written down for you. Sometimes actions speak louder than...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold the phone!
Oh, she's back.
Grace?
Whoa, what? Since when was great?
Right now, Soybean. Watching you guys try to solve this mystery has been like watching a dumpster catch on fire. I guess all that smoke must have clouded your vision, 'cause there's a big-ass elephant in this room.
An elephant in the room?
That's giving us too much credit.
So the killer incapacitated that girl. She had a gun, it makes total sense. Problem is, you've yet to explain how he used the bleach.
I sort of assumed he spilled it on the victim.
Right. He just tipped the bottle over her.
That bottle is where the bleach came from, sure. But I doubt the bottle itself was involved in the murder. When we found it, it was neatly ordered on a shelf near the back of the closet.
Right.
The gun and knife were just thrown on the floor. So it's weird this weapon was handled so differently.
Do you think the killer just poured the contents of that bottle into something else?
Sure, before the actual murder took place, I'd...
And what is this something else? Go on. Explain it before...
It's probably gonna be the bucket.
Well, if the original bottle's been emptied, where'd the bleach go?
Into another bottle?
What about a container? There were a bunch in the closet.
I bet the killer had a secret gun.
No.
So when the victim came in, pow!
Would it be another
He
container?
squirted her in the eyes.
Hey! The ink vanishes when the battle's over.
Call the fire brigade, Grace.
Okay. Yeah. So another container.
Well,
Into an...
What about a container? There were a bunch in the closet.
Grace.
Whoops.
well,
What about a
Container.
I got it.
Got it. There we go.
She's correct. The killer put the chemicals in a bucket. Or, more specifically, the same bucket we found at the crime scene. After all, it reeked of bleach.
Right.
If the killer didn't use it to transport bleach, what else did they use it for? Personal cleaning?
Yo, that makes sense.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Okay, cool. So, How'd the killer use that bucket to spill bleach in the victim?
It would be a fairly heavy bucket, so it's unlikely he threw it on her.
She'd shoot him before he even had the chance. Use.
Of course,
Especially with that.
Even if he did manage to splash her, the girl should have sustained intense facial burns. However, aside from her eyes, her face was relatively untouched.
Well, if you check the tablet, it's
burns to the unless those chemicals came from above.
Right.
Did the killer somehow suspend the bucket in the air? Maybe there was a mechanism that made it tip over when someone entered the room.
Where's this bucket supposed to be again?
Above. Which...
Was the killer hiding above the door frame?
There's no way they were up there. There's nothing for them to sit or hold on to. Not to mention, they couldn't have stabbed her from up there.
And if there's no place for the killer to sit, then there's...
Unless you take into account the size difference.
A bucket can fit on the door.
The space above the entrance might not be able to support a person, but it could still support something as small as a bucket.
Right.
And that thing supporting the bucket?
The door. Must have been the door.
I got it.
Yeah. Okay, sweet.
I don't know how we overlooked this, but the killer just balanced the bucket on the door.
Like in those water bucket pranks people film?
Exactly.
Yeah.
When the victim came into the room, she pushed open the door and caused the bucket to fall on her. This would make it so she couldn't shoot back or even get a chance to see her assailant. When the bucket hit the ground, it probably rolled away. That'd explain why we found it a couple feet from the victim.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That is a possibility, yes.
It sounds like the best conclusion.
There's just one problem. How was the killer? Unless they were abnormally tall, it'd be...
Well, let's use that as our next point of discussion.
The stepladder. Stepladder. Yes.
This is it.
Boom.
There was a stepladder hiding behind the closet door. The killer probably used that. After climbing it, they could position the bucket right on top of the door.
Yep.
Figures.
My precious stepladder? You think the bad guy used my super duper obvious stepladder?
Match point! Occam's razor!
Yes, it appears our killer didn't care much for subtlety. No matter how obvious it seems, it's the only answer that makes sense.
It was the only knickknack of its kind, too. If there's something else that killer could have used, it's escaping me.
I see. It makes sense with what we've got so far.
Yep.
But I'm not done yet. I still have one last question for you apes.
Please just leave us alone. Oh.
That's
Hey,
the most real
don't
thing
be like
Kai has ever
that.
said.
Grace may be loud, but her questions have really helped our discussion.
Well,
Anyway, what was the killer doing when that bucket poured onto the girl's head?
He obviously didn't just stand there and observe.
huh. Oh, in the back.
I got it. I've got it. The killer was hiding in the back of the closet. If he was pressed up against the furthest shelf and facing the entrance, there'd be a diagonal path between him and his victim. I say diagonal because that's the only way he can make a direct charge forward. Also, when the victim entered the room, she would have been standing with her back to the hallway, right outside the killer's range. That's why the stab wounds were only made to her chest.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
Creating the crime scene we found! Great job, guys!
That was the last mystery, right?
I think that is.
Even if it's all fake, I feel really bad for this victim.
It's an ugly sight, but she's no victim.
Huh?
Right.
Well, technically she is, but let's be real. The girl was carrying a gun. She probably provoked the killer, and they killed her in self-defense.
No,
It's a clear-cut
exactly.
case of the hunter becoming the hunted, no?
That's no excuse.
What?
No excuse.
There's no justifying murder. Killing a woman is the worst thing a man could do.
eliminating a sizable amount of emotional tension. Are you okay?
So real for that.
There's no excuse. There never was an excuse. 28 stab wounds. No girl, no person should ever suffer Kara's fate.
Wait, who's Kara?
It was the victim's name! Didn't anyone read the tablet?
I did.
I agree with you, dude, but you don't have to shout out your point.
Oi, what's all this about? We figured out the case.
No. We're not finished here.
Huh?
There's no murder without a proper motive. We need to discuss why Kara died.
I am not going this far for a fictional murder case. We aren't looking for a murderer. We're looking for answers, which we have.
Do you turn in a half-finished exam, Winona? An essay without its conclusion? True. This isn't about efficiency, this is about being right. Or do you, a supposed entrepreneur, not value integrity?
Damn.
What the hell?
Crazy. Yeah.
Let's just talk about the motive. There's no harm in doing that, right?
Well, what was the motive? Was the killer fighting for their life? Or were they going out of their way to murder?
Maybe the gun freaked him out.
If I was in the killer's shoes, I'd definitely be nervous. Thing is, while acting out of self-defense is possible, since when does it look like this?
Given the severity, I'd liken it to a crime of passion.
Something done on impulse?
What if they were frightened? A spooky thing might have...
That's wrong. There's no way this was done in self-defense. No matter what excuse the killer uses, it doesn't change the fact they have blood on their hands.
Yo, bud, you seem a little pressed.
Really, Jen?
Silence! I won't allow this!
Things are getting emotion. Pathos. Emotion. Yeah. Well, you've only been lost glory. Change your approach. Introducing the pathos mechanic. During non-stop debates, the emotionally charged commentary of your classmates will appear as purple text. These comments are called pathos statements. You can absorb these pathos statements by hovering over them and pressing E or left trigger. The pathos statements will be then loaded in your true cylinder. Find a weak spot that is directly contradicted by the pathos statements and fired. If successful, you will make a powerful emotional argument to contradict your opponents. Okay, so I have to make sure I have an E. Okay.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify this.
Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's.
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense.
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind.
This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice!
But how can we do that? There's
no reason to trust you.
If you have no proof, so says the ultimate liar.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint.
Did I not get it?
No way to just take it. You expect me to this was the district? We shouldn't make a lot about the
killers.
You don't even know the damn killer.
This dead or alive deserves to be brought to justice!
How can you do that? There's no reason to trust you if you have no proof.
Did I not get it?
So says the ultimate liar.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint.
Oh.
There is no way to take it. You expect me to this was the sadistic? We shouldn't make a lot about
the killers. This could have been self-defense.
You don't even know the just the crime
scene they
killer or deserves to be brought to justice!
How can we do that? There's
no reason to trust you.
If you have no proof, so says the ultimate liar.
Is it just me? I'm not getting this.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify this.
Hold E. Yeah, that's why I did. I didn't get it.
Take a chill pill, man.
This was the sadistic one of humanity's brightest.
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killers. This could have been self-defense.
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind.
This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice!
But how can we do that? There's no reason to trust you.
There we go.
If you have no proof.
So says the ultimate liar.
Okay, there we
To
go.
kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify this.
Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay calm? This was the killing of one of humanity's bright.
I don't see how that.
Oh.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify this.
Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest.
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense.
I missed
You
it.
don't even know
The killer, dead or alive, deserves to be
Did I
brought
lose
to
it?
justice!
But how can we do that? There's no reason to trust you. If you have no proof.
I missed it again? Shoot.
To kill Kara so easily.
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind.
He brought a
But how can we do
That.
There's
No reason to trust.
you. If you have no proof.
Liar.
To kill Kara so easily. There is no way to justify this.
Take
You expect me to stay? This the killing of one of.
We shouldn't make a lot of
Assumptions.
about the killer's morals. This could have been
Self-defense.
I'm glad.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint.
There is no way to take it. You expect me to stick with the sadistic
We shouldn't make about the killer's morals. Could have been self-defense.
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime
See, they
left behind.
No?
What's wrong with that?
To kill Kara so easily.
there is no way to take it. You expect me to stick with the sadistic
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's moral. This could have been self-defense.
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind.
Killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice!
But how can we do that? There's no reason
reason to
trust you.
It's there. No. What? Oh.
To kill Kara
so easily. And there is no
way to
I got it. I figured it out.
We shouldn't make a lot about the killers. This could have been self. You don't even know just the crime scene. This killer.
dead or deserves to be brought to
That's
justice!
correct.
But how can we do that? There's no reason to trust
There
you.
we go.
No, that's wrong!
Expertise shouldn't be overlooked here. If there's anyone to believe, it's the lawyer.
Say what?
Yeah, there we go.
Wolfgang has spent his life in the courtroom and on the crime scene. He'd understand the criminal mind in ways we can't possibly imagine. He was even emotionally invested in a murder case he'd never seen before. If his lawyer's intuition tells us that the killer was in the wrong, then we have no reason to disagree. We're all ultimates for a reason. We need to trust in talent.
Well spoken. If Wolfgang is adamant about the killer's intentions, we should have faith in him.
Yeah,
Wolfgang's clearly trying his best for us.
There we go.
Let's trust in the lawyer and his bargain bin.
Hey!
If it means going home, then new guys convinced me.
Right on! Team Wolfgang all the way!
Sweet.
Thank you all for your support.
Well, Eva, do you still disagree?
Even if I did, it's not worth pursuing.
Does this mean we're done here? Hey! We're disembodied voice!
In all honesty, I stopped.
What?
Silly me. So, just for my own, it'll be good.
Fine. I'll do as you ask. I'll present the truth.
We'll present.
Right. Okay. Cool. These things. Should be good at this. Gaps here. Yep. To select. Okay. Move your mouse over the relic and press the left key to instantly. Okay, wait, so... Okay. 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 Q and E. Okay. Q. Okay. So, where did the killer hide? Okay. Okay. What? Okay. Here we go. Moving up the step ladder. Yeah, okay. Do we get what? Okay. What did it do? There we go. There we go. There we go. Sweet.
I got it.
We solved that. Okay, now we just sit back and relax.
The victim was Kara Koshkinen, the ultimate teacher's aide. Right before her death, she was wandering around the academy carrying a large assault rifle. That was probably when our unnamed killer, who was armed with a knife, spotted her.
And decided he'd put her to eternal rest.
Yep.
He slid inside that little janitor's closet, where he began hatching a deadly scheme.
Aye. They needed a way to surprise the victim, who was better armed. The killer grabbed a bottle of bleach from the closet and poured its contents into a bucket.
That's because they wanted to blind Kara by splashing the bleach in her eyes.
Sneaky little bastard.
Okay. The music is
But
like
to
so
do that,
good in this game.
they would need to set a trap and catch the victim by surprise. The killer moved a stepladder behind the closet door and climbed up it to reach the doorframe. There, they carefully placed the bucket.
That way, when the victim opened the door, the bucket would empty its contents.
Yep.
After completing this setup, the killer retreated to the far end of the janitor's closet and waited for the victim's arrival.
Right.
The killer could have made noise to attract the victim's attention. Either way, the victim tried to open the door.
And, the bleach splashed all over her. Her scalp, face, and eyes were severely burned.
Youch!
Shank.
The killer leapt from his hiding place and began viciously attacking Kara. In his fit of rage and cruelty, he stabbed her from the front 28 times.
While being stabbed, the victim tried to fight back by clawing at the killer. However, it didn't deter the killer, and the victim eventually died.
At present, we don't have enough information to reveal the killer's true identity, but their actions haven't been forgotten. That is the truth behind this case. Well, are you satisfied?
A measly 3 acts. Poor Horace would be beside himself.
Who the hell is...
No one cares! We've done your end of the bargain.
That is what I promised, isn't it? Alright, I'll let you leave this room. But before I do, may I be frank with you all for a second? This entire time I've been hiding behind a speaker, afraid to show my face. My heart tells me you'll react cruelly to it. However, my head, it raises a compelling argument. Who cares what others think? Shouldn't I get to have a little fun once in a while? Yes. Let's do away with these silly boundaries already. It's time we meet face to face.
What was that all about?
Everybody!
Over there.
Toss away those pickaxes, peasants! The walls have finally crumbled. What will you do now that you've reached the other side? Will you treasure this new land, serve it, or will you set it ablaze? Well, peasants, have you made your choice?
Yo, what the fuck is going on?
That is so real.
Are you the speaker guy?
Yeah.
Speaker guy? No. You don't address your superiors like that. Within the halls of this academy, you'll refer to me by one name, and one name only. His Highness, the great and powerful Tozu, host of the Killing Game!
Killing game? Class trial end. We did it, guys.
Well done.
Call me Tozo for sure.
Hey.
What do you mean killing game?
The show must go on.
Quite the contrary. This is only the beginning.
That's...
Why the long face?
Isn't it obvious? You, my dear son.
My blood is rushing!
Each other. That's like...
Come on.
But then...
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's not my fault you're taking the wrong way.
What?
You lied to us.
Rubbish.
Lied. Oh, no, absolutely not. I'm a fair man. A man sworn to the truth. Will you leave this place? I specifically said you could leave this room, not go home.
You...
Sneaky son. Yep.
Not okay!
Damn. Control your voice. That's how you know you've lost the argument. Logic is a cowardly thing like that. It'll jump ship the moment it's confronted with a challenge. He didn't lie, did he? He said he never lies. So when he said this was Eden's Garden Academy, damn. There's no other end. He's lying.
Dude!
Watch you.
Pathetic.
I cannot host a game without any contestants.
Please don't! I just want to go home!
I really hope she's not a first victim. Or she
There's no
doesn't die
need to
early.
worry.
We're all civilized here. No one's gonna kill simply because they've been ordered to. Yeah, that's not how
Let's see.
That's not how this works. A match between unprepared, unfit players could hardly call that a match. In much the same way, this game you've proposed a killing game between students who don't have the heart to kill.
Nonsense.
Do you seriously think we'll abandon our morals so quickly?
Hey!
Yeah, that's totally right. He's gonna kill someone. Actually, I hope he does. A really brutal death, actually.
Indeed.
My heart is terribly soft, softer than the most delicate piece of... She's gonna die. I know it. When I say fine, I catch the poor deer in a jar and return her
I
to
would
nature.
never!
Momochi heart would melt otherwise.
I see.
That's your argument, is
How
it?
interesting.
So, what has you so convinced? What do you mean? What makes you think the people in this room lack the heart to kill? Do you even know anything about them besides their names and ultimate talents?
Pathetic!
If you do, tell me regarding killing. Where do they stand? Are they okay with murder? If it's for the greater good, are they okay with murder if it guarantees their survival? Is where they currently stand on the issue the same as where they are willing to? Okay. Go on. You got a couple hours to get to know each other. That's plenty of time to learn their life stories, right? Should I take that as a no? Goodness, what a surprise.
Plot twist!
Not. You wouldn't be here all dressed up in that fancy suit if you were so naive.
Such a
Oh,
spoil
and one more thing. That trial you just did, that was your preparation
Get
for the
out.
killing game. How? All you did was make
Plot
us vote
twist!
and for good reason. Yep. If one of you is killed, the remaining students will participate in the true class trial. Your objective here is simply uncover the culprit if you can, using evidence you gathered during the investigation. You will argue who you believe committed the murder. The result will be decided by popular vote, and if you choose the right person, they alone will be executed, and the killing game will continue. However, if you choose the wrong person, the guilty party will be set free, and the rest of you will be executed instead. Those are the rules of the game. Everyone understand? All of us will be executed.
Isn't this lovely?
Everyone has incentive to participate.
What's happening?
So... Interesting.
Such
Since
disrespect.
all of you have the chance to survive this game, do you think the common butcher is so merciful? By the way, if no guilty party ever escapes, the killing game will end when there are only 2 students left. Oh, jeez. You may want to remember that. Or maybe you don't care.
No shot.
2 people, that's hardly better. Someone gets away with murder.
Well done. The show must go on.
That exact mindset is what causes more murders to happen. Aren't these rules simply brilliant? The perfect test of the limits of human
I have an appetite for destruction.
To see you all in action. Yeah, okay. What, did Grace beat him? Yep.
I've said it a million times, you mangy fucking mutt! I want...
Ow, 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 ow! Stop it!
Since you've made it clear you won't listen to reason, I'll just make sure you have no arms to kill with!
Do you even listen to when I talk? I'm not the one doing the killing. It's you lot who are...
Damn. Is she winning? From out of no... Whoa. Plot twist.
Hey! Stop already! There...
Is she dead? She's alive. Smash. Sorry, what? What shot? We all looked in the direction the shot came from. The shooter stood silently by the pillar, a trail of smoke rising from the mask. The design was a panther instead of a goat. It was clear that she was working with him.
You
shot at her.
For real?
This is getting out of hand. There are 2 of them. Everyone slowly backed away from Tozu, suddenly fearful of their lives. What a shocking and unnecessary display of
You
violence.
think?
I was talking about the golfer woman. Now that you've become acquainted with our enforcer, Mara, any of you kids try to jeopardize the killing game such as attacking me, she'll be there to put an end to your shenanigans.
Pardon me.
That was a warning. I assure you, it'd be unwise to further test her sharpshooting ability.
In any case...
Regardless, I finally have an answer to your previous question. Meh. You asked me if I knew anything about my friends besides their names and talents.
No matter.
Truthfully, I don't, but I'll continue to trust them as I do because they're ultimates. They are charged with the betterment of society. They've proven themselves to be above simple acts of self-interest.
We will not succumb!
We will. Someone will. Fire guns at us, force us to it. Yep, okay. That's right.
Don't test me.
No matter how weird these guys are, they're talented. Do you really think an ultimate would fall for this one? Yes. It's happened. We know that it's happened. That's right, my friends and I have too much to achieve. We won't throw that all away for your killing game.
Don't get it mixed up.
We're all going to escape. We have to. One by one. Yep. Okay, everyone's gonna agree. And for some reason it made me sad. And we're underrated the strength of human connection. I'm quite familiar with this idea. What kind of captain would I be if I can't even handle a small crew of 15? What is this horrible contempt? Why do I feel this way when everyone seems so hopeful? The voice inside me was answered by no. You got it all wrong. Yeah. Do you actually believe no one here will try to kill? You're really naive. I don't know how you made it as a lawyer. Servers are voting to random and hominem attacks. Why don't you explain your reason?
It's the truth.
It's obvious. Compared to normal people, ultimates are more prone to killing. Huh. Living with constant praise from the public has ruined our sense of self. You need an example. Just look around.
What a joke. Look.
In the outside world, ultimates will do anything to further their own goals. The same is probably true here. Once you realize your dreams can only be achieved if you escape, you'll resort to murder. Well, will it? I don't know.
Can't you see?
If you continue to convince all these people to trust each other, they'll only be more vulnerable. Unless that was your plan all along, is it possible you want to make everyone vulnerable? So that will be easier for you to kill them?
That's enough.
Something good. Okay. Wolf has done nothing wrong. He's given us, all of us, a vote of confidence. Something we all needed.
Please?
So stop trying to turn us against each other, please. Make you stronger and stronger. He was right.
No!
Damon, not you too.
I know.
Look, I get it. You want to make the situation less scary for us, but you've made a good point. All of us have a clear motivation to leave this place, even at the cost of other people's lives. Whether it's to see our families again or for the sake of our talent.
Don't say that!
No, I would never kill him.
That's not it.
She would. She's probably the mastermind. She has a chameleon thing. I don't know. I don't trust that. Also, that kind of looks like a Hope's Peak thing on her from the actual game. You know what I mean? I don't know. Don't you see how that's playing into the masked man's hands? This whole we're all ultimates thing is pretty inane anyways. After meeting all of you, it's clear none of us have the same goals.
Hold on.
What are you insinuating? Don't we all carry the same obligation to improve the world we live in? This question angered me more than anything that had been said before. I can no longer suppress my true feelings.
That's wrong.
Look, the title barely mentioned nowadays. Alright. Most ultimates are just dullards obsessing over some pointless hobby. Their talents don't contribute anything of worth. The only thing they're capable of is leeching off public attention for their own use.
You've got to be kidding me.
Running a business that feeds millions.
No.
Some of you are an exception, obviously. But come on, there's no way the rest of you can improve the world we live in with your niche fixation.
That was very...
You're an ultimate too. What's you so special? To my soul, what makes you so special? Things with my talent, I cannot argue you. Policy, consider ethics and morality. Better yet, I was the one who got you guys through that trial.
Really?
Is that really what happened? I remember all of us helping out.
Shrimp?
Yo, I saw what's going on. You think you're better than jokes just because you can say words nobody understands. Well, that kind of stuff is relative. Like, tell me what a dragster is. Do you know? Watch your step. lest you trip and fall from the unparalleled heights of vanity.
Not good enough.
Disappointed in you. How are you all so concerned about making yourself look good when we're all in the middle of
The
this game?
hell?
Wait, I wasn't trying to.
Isn't this lovely?
Do I sense anger, hatred, an unquenchable sense of bloodthirst? We'll save that for later. I'm the only person who can spill blood in the courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
The elevator will take you back to the Killing Game arena. We've cleaned up the crime scene and prepared a dorm room for each
Get
of you.
lost.
Thanks, now can you get
Good
lost?
evening.
Okay. That mechanism that brought him into this room lowered the two of them into the ground and out of sight.
Hey.
So there's another floor below us. Interesting. So we're not going to kill anyone, right, guys? No matter what happens, we're all going to make it out of here, okay? It was only when the madman had left that reality truly began to set in. I'm trapped in a killing game with people who despise me. How? How did this happen? Oh, look at those two. Look at Jen and Mark. Huh. I just wanted to help. I wanted to make sure we didn't trust each other too easily. And now I'm being treated like the bad guy. Will these people practice what they preach? Will they really refuse to kill? I can't trust anyone here. For the better or for the worse. It's me versus them. So, cue the beginning of the end. The beginning of an unfathomable nightmare of unrelenting despair. The beginning of the killing game. That was pretty cool. Okay, let's see if we... Oh, no, we didn't get a lot of time there. To be continued. Okay, well... Okay, while this is going on, I don't think anyone's really been watching, but, this was a really good game. Like, really, really good. And so people might be wondering, when am I going to do Chapter 1? Chapter 1, if you do not know, released yesterday, and, I'm going to be gone for the holidays, so I'll be gone tomorrow and Monday, and then I might stream Tuesday, but then Wednesday is Christmas, so I might do Chapter 1, either start it Tuesday, or I will start it Thursday / Friday, depends. let me know if you want me to keep streaming this or you want me to put these as videos instead. Yeah, it was so fun. The music was great. All of that was just like so cool. Like, it was really good. Like, it wasn't too difficult. There were some things I just kind of had to figure out how they worked. But yeah, I think I only lost once in the trial, which is pretty good for my first time doing one of these games. I did play Ring Code. I didn't play any of the Danganronpa games, but I did want to. But yeah, I think this is a lot of fun. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, credit to all the creators. Like, this was so good. Like, yeah. Let's make sure we get credits to all these really good people. I think this is the end here. Let's see. Click continue. Okay, so it's just this again. I will see you guys next time. Right. Bye, y'all.